Once the training is completed, you will be able to move to the sources tab on the forecaster. In the sources tab, in the sources tab of the forecaster, you can load exactly the same files as on the trainer. But during the time, let's say if you are having one training per month, you would like to load the fresh load of the data. So for example, inventory snapshot is providing accurate values. This operation can be automated with Windows tasks, so it can be directly started. The forecasting operation can be directly started with the Windows task without user intervention. Usually at the very beginning of implementation or during the demo, we are loading them manually. Once the sources are loaded, then you click on the next file and the data validation is taking place. Again, what we can see over here is that we might be having potentially some errors where generating PDF report can help to identify which errors are there and where are these exactly located in the CSV file. So user can actually take an action to review what the errors are. Once all the errors are validated and reviewed, then we are moving to the data screen. Data screen is displaying the individual files which have been loaded to the screen: products, location, customer, sales data, inventory, and so on. And also it's displaying the visualizations. Visualizations are providing us with a snapshot of the sales for this week, this month, this quarter, this year, or all the time, and also the individual drill down to the locations, products, or customers. We are continuously working to improve this section, and with every single release, it will get better. Once we are happy with the data, then we will move to the forecasting screen. Forecasting screen is used to display the forecasting results. So this is one of the main screens in the IURP Studio. There are 4 ways how to display the forecast: assisted forecasting, manual forecasting, CSV output, or with Studio APIs. Assisted forecasting is used for the visual interpretation of the data by selecting the product or location, or what you can do, you can type in the product ID or just the name of the product. The system is automatically doing the filtration, and same is applicable to the location. When you hit execute button, what will happen? The forecast will get generated. The line over here is representing the current timeline. On the right side, there is a forecasting, and on the left side, there is a history of the product sales. As you can see on the screen, we do have 3 types of the forecast generated. The blue one, forecast, is forecast generated by the algorithm. The green one, forecast, achievable forecast, is the forecast which is reflecting the inventory quantities, open purchase orders of manufacturing orders, and committed sales orders, and it's providing us calculation how much realistically customer can sell. An adjusted forecast, the last one, is the one which is affected and adjusted by market intelligence feature, which I will be describing a bit later. So this is the first type of the forecast generation. The second one is the manual forecast generation, where we can add a new row, select our product ID or type it in, select the location, and by clicking on the button execute, we can review the forecast. As you can see, we have many more information over here, like the sales history, the sales forecast in the squared brackets, and also the information about the inventory and the other elements. This is extremely useful in the terms of instant answer to the question, what am I supposed to do with the inventory? Because what we can see over here is that we do have a statuses of the stock. So we do have either excess stock or low stock. And also what we can see over here is the quantity, which is either excess or low. Out of this information, then we can see that we have available stock over here, reserved stock, incoming stock, and what is the on-hand quantity. There are several other factors which you can review very easily in the help file. This is the second way how to move forward, how to generate the forecast. You can add as many rows as you want, and this is again for the visual interpretation of the forecast directly on the screen. This is usually used for validation of the results of the forecasting. The third option to generate forecast is CSV output, and this is the most common used one, where we can generate the forecast for all products and all location in one shot. So when I browse, and the best practice for this is to put the output folder, to the actual input folder of the project. So we can easily locate this and start forecasting. We'll start executing, and we'll generate the CSV file in very short time. There is possibility to do some filtration based on the product ID and location ID if needed. So let's wait for a few more moments. Okay, so the green flag is indicating that the forecast has been generated. And what we can see over here is the exactly same screen as we've seen in the manual forecasting, but just in the Excel spreadsheet, with one more change over here, where we can see on the very right side, we can see also the forecast in the periods 12, 170, 197. What we can see here, it's actually adjusted forecast 12, 170, 197, and 10. The last one, option how to generate the forecast is with the Studio APIs, where you can actually open the local host on the document. You can use the token, and you can test basically the whole integration of these with the APIs. Currently, majority of the customers are using the CSV outputs, but there is a possibility to integrate forecast directly to the forecasting engine of ERP system by utilizing the APIs. So this is it. This is related to the forecasting. What we do have also over here is the market intelligence, which I will be describing on a separate video. Thanks for watching.